Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a superhero drought. And I know a lot of you are like, what do you mean? What I mean is that we don't have any major projects coming out for several months. So, we're left with, I know we have Wonder Man coming out, that series, but I'm just talking about like big movies. We don't really have any from the MCU or the DCU coming out for a while. So I knew that this was coming. That's why I was, super excited whenever we in July when we got Superman and Fantastic Four because I knew that we were headed towards a drought and I wanted to really enjoy those movies since we're not getting any in a very long time. But with that being said, during times like this, I like to go back and just look at the MCU and the DCU and what just happened, like as far as TV shows and movies, and what's to come with each of them, so that we can see if we are excited for the future. So, with that being said, let's start off with the MCU. So, we got Thunderbolts, we got, well, going back to the beginning of the year, we got Captain America, A Brave New World, we got Thunderbolts, and then we got Fantastic Four for this year. Of course, we got Marvel Zombies as well. That series was dope. I heard that we will be getting a season two of it. Of course, we got Daredevil, Born Again, and again, that was a dope series, and I can't wait to check out season two next year. But I like the way Marvel, the MCU is moving right now. Like they said that they are want to slow it down and it's going to be a focus on quality over quantity. And honestly speaking, that's the right move for them. Like they knew that people were, mentioning. I hear this every single day talking about the superhero fatigue and that people are just tired of seeing the same old, same old. So they knew they had to pivot and slow things down and really focus on delivering a product that people could be proud of, excited about, and willing to be happy to see what's to come. So great move by the MCU by doing that, and I think it's going to pay dividends for them. I think they will start to now really focus on the details. And honestly speaking, I know a lot of people, like I said this in a video too, that I think Superman, seeing how well that movie did within the DCU, I think it sort of jolted the MCU. Not necessarily saying that they should be worried now, but I think seeing that there's another company, another studio that's out there able to do numbers because Superman did do numbers. Like, don't get it twisted. Like they did put up numbers. I think the MCU looked at that like, let us get back on our job and let us really start to refocus and come out with a good product because they see what's going on in the DCU. They see what James Gunn and Peter Safran is doing, and I look at that is a wake up call. Like you gotta, as a business owner, you gotta know what's happening with your competitors at all times. So they see what's happening. They're seeing that it's a new regime in for the DCU, and yeah, they need to change. They need to really get on the job and make sure that they're coming correct because people will move on. People will be like, hey, I've been a MCU fan forever, but now, hey, have you seen the DCU and what they're doing now? They're making moves. So yeah, I think that they seen that and refocused and now will continue, like really get on like the details and come out with a good product. So but with that being said, let's talk about the projects that they did release this year. So with Captain America: Brave New World, I think it did pretty good. That was an interesting movie. I love seeing Red Hawk. I think it did okay in the box office, and you, with with the MCU, like their standards are so high as far as how well a movie did in the box office is that it's really hard to say. Even if it did make money, they're probably not happy because they thought it would make more. So it's hard for me to sit up here and be like, oh, it did well in the box office. But according to the MCU standards that they have for each of their projects, they probably feel like, oh, it's a failure. So I like the movie. I like Thunderbolts. I love the true meaning behind that movie, and I like the introduction of Sentry. I felt like that movie was done really well, and I loved Fantastic Four. That was our first time getting a glimpse of Doctor Doom, and I really appreciate the director coming out and telling us that, hey, that was really Robert Downey Jr. in costume. There wasn't a stand-in that did that for him. That was really him in a post-credit scene. So that was dope to see because it laid the groundwork. Like it whet our appetite as far as what's to come. So do I really need to talk about Marvel Zombies? That series was dope. Like I heard that they greenlit a season two, and rightfully so. Um, a lot of people really enjoyed it. They love seeing our superheroes in a monster form, and I think with that series, I think the MCU was sort of caught by surprise because I heard earlier that they weren't sure if they were going to do a season two. It just really depends on the audience. So since it was well received, you know, we now have a green, that was greenlit as well. So we are getting a season two. Daredevil Born Again, it's not really much for me to say about that series. They picked up from where they left off with the Netflix series, and it was done really, really well. I can't wait to see that next year. And Ironheart, I know a lot of people felt like, oh, it's woke, and why is she talking like that? Why is she doing this or that? And I love that series. A lot when the MCU drops series, I realize that every series is not going to be for me. I know people that really love Miss Marvel, and I know people that hated it. I know people that really love She-Hulk. I know people that really loved Moon Knight. But if you ask the majority of the people as far as She-Hulk, they would say that it was terrible. So not every series is going to be for you. Just enjoy the ones that you like. That's all I can say. And I, as a fan, as a content creator on talking about superheroes, MCU to DCU, I love it all. But I do respect everybody's opinion and their thoughts on different series and movies that drop, because we're all individual. We all have our own thoughts and feelings on how each character is portrayed, and I truly respect that. And honestly speaking, that's what it's really all about. I love being able to talk to different people on like all these social media platforms, and them sharing their different feelings, and it allows me to see different perspectives and open up my eyes more, and try to understand where they're coming from. And a lot of the time they teach me and let me know things that I didn't know previously. So I appreciate that. When it comes to comics, I am a constant student, so I'm learning all the time. And I think that if you really love this, you're a forever student as well, because things change at the drop of a dime. So uh, you can't sit up here and try to act like you know everything, because you don't. I'm gonna just keep it real, like you don't. Things change all the time. But anyway, like I digress. MCU is moving right. They're doing their thing. They know where they messed up at, and they know what to do moving forward. I heard that we are going to get Avengers Doomsday trailer and the previews for Avatar Fire and Ash. I did a video about that. Right now, it's still a rumor, but I hope it's true. I really do, because I can't wait to see, what's to come. And we need more visuals. I feel like with Avengers Doomsday setting up Doctor Doom, it wasn't set up with the detail that we received for Thanos. Like, we knew what to expect in an Infinity War. They were dropping, breadcrumbs throughout the different movies. This one, like I said just a few minutes ago, that with Fantastic Four in the post-credit scene, that was the first time that we got some type of glimpse of Doctor Doom. And Avengers Doomsday come out next year. So maybe that's the reason why we're getting that Avengers Doomsday trailer very soon, because they know that we have a lack of visuals when it comes to that movie. But people are going to go ballistic. I know some fans are just going to see Avatar Fire and Ash just to see the preview for, just to see the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. That's how serious it is. So yeah, I can't wait. And they're not going to show us everything, but at least we're getting something. Spider-Man Brand New Day, I feel like that movie is online everywhere. At this point, I'm convinced that somebody is just following the production team to all these different cities and countries and just recording everything and taking pictures, because every time I go online, I promise you, there is a new video, there's a new picture, a new angle, a new showing them do stunts. It's like I'm seeing a whole movie. So I I don't know what's going on with that and why they are allowing all this footage to get out there. I mean, I guess they probably can't stop that, but it's been crazy nonetheless. Like, it's a lot being shown, and I want some type of surprise when I see that movie. And right now, I'm not really feeling that. So I hope that is good. I don't necessarily know if it's going to really set up Avengers Doomsday, but I think I seen a rumor mention that Tom Holland, like Spider-Man, won't even be in Avengers Doomsday. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to set up the Avengers Doomsday, but I just hope that this movie does well. And I think we're ready to see Spider-Man on the big screen again. So now let's move on to DC. James Gunn and Peter Safran released Superman in July. The movie was dope. I actually thought that it was going to do way better numbers than what they did, but I then backpedaled with that because I realized that that wasn't the goal. The goal was to lay the foundation for the new DCU and to get people excited again to see the this what this regime releases, and they 100% accomplished that. People are excited to see what's to come. Even the people that wasn't really high on Superman, they have to admit that, okay, at least it was decent, and I'd be willing to see more. So they did their job with that. Creatures Commandos, just going back, Creatures Commandos was dope as well. I hope they come out with another season of that. That series really surprised me. Like, I did not expect it to be so good, but again, James Gunn did his thing. Man, it's nothing bad I can say about that series. Like, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But it was really dope, the way that they put it together. So moving on with the DCU, I know that they have Supergirl coming out in June of next year. I expect that movie to just be a continuation of Superman. I'm not expecting it to blow people away, but again, this will be another movie to still get people in DCU's, get people to believe in the new DCU. That's all that matters right now. Like, they can worry about the exact numbers as they continue to move forward with dropping projects, but you got to gain the audience trust. You got to bring back the hardcore DC fans and get them back on your side, and have them believe that, okay, we're in good hands. Give them some time and let them cook. So I think that's they're on the right path with doing that. And again, is I can't wait to see more. Yeah, the MCU and the DCU is doing well. Going back to the DCU, I know that Warner Brothers, like, there's had other companies bidding to purchase Warner Brothers, and then there was a rumor that stated that they may get rid of James Gunn as president. Then I just heard recently that regardless on it, whoever buys Warner Brothers, they're not going to get rid of James Gunn as president. So very smart move. He has them set up for success, and you definitely don't want to make a move and get rid of him and start back at scratch. So good job by them, coming out and stating that, yeah, that's not happening. We're still going to roll with James Gunn. We like how things are moving, and he's the right person for the job. Along with Peter Safran, I know they're co-presidents, so I tend to forget about him, but he should definitely be included in the success so far with the new DCU. So anyway, man, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to, just pause and just discuss what the current state of the MCU and the DCU, and for both the future is bright. uh, just focus on the details, just focus on delivering a really good product to the people, and the people will be on your side, like especially in today's time where money is tight. You don't want people to have buyer's remorse. People are saving up their little change to go out and see a movie, or pay for a streaming service to see a TV show that you produce. We expect it to be really good so that we don't feel that the money that we spent is wasted. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments on how you feel about the current state of the DCU, the MCU, with us having this superhero drought. I just want to know how you guys feel about things moving forward. So, let's talk about it in the comments.